Alright, hello everyone. No, I did put this on a level 4 difficulty. Just fine. Doesn't matter. I just want to have a conversation. Talk. Just don't be mean in the comments. I mean, I don't know if anybody's gonna watch this anyway, but I'm just gonna talk about the state of gaming, the world, all that mumbo jumbo that everybody else talks about. And where it could lead, where it could go, what problems and things, sort of things. And the reason I'm playing Helldivers 2 is because I still kind of believe there's potential this game could come back to where it came from. Highly doubt it though. Highly doubt though, because seems like the devs don't understand what we want.
Tagging location. Heavy, northwest. On my position. Fire in the hole!
And yeah, basically that's what we'll talk about. Sorry if I pause for a moment, I'm trying to focus, but games, they're not what they used to be. And the developers are not who they used to be either. A lot of these developers are just making games for an audience that doesn't really care about games, you know. The loud minority. People on Twitter. Crazy people. Think they know how the world works, which they don't. And I don't know if there's a solution to this. And we're already seeing what's been going on. People don't make games that people want. I mean, look at Concord. And this is that's a PlayStation game. PlayStation ain't what it used to be. Even like, what, 6, 7 years ago? I mean, they was still didn't really care about their fans, but then at least they tried to. Like 7 years ago, but I don't know, look at Xbox. Look how they're falling apart. The only thing that stands right now is PC, but I don't know. It's just the state of gaming is kind of sad right now. And hopefully it'll get better, because I love this hobby. I love playing video games. Haven't tried playing for a living because I don't know. I don't think I would be very successful. I don't think I'm a very entertaining person. I can say funny stuff. I can think of funny things and things. Oops, I didn't mean to pull that. I don't really think I'm entertaining. That doesn't matter. Getting off topic. Yeah, something needs to be done to bring back people, bring back the core audience, because they're losing the core audience day by day.
No pain, no freedom.
I'm trying to remember how to pull up a map. I haven't played this game in a long time. What was that's what it was. I'm going the wrong way. Yeah. And we're in a bad place. I don't know, maybe this video will be useless. Time goes, maybe they'll pull their heads out of their ass. I mean, look at Ubisoft. They really effed up this year. Two games that are failing because of controversy, and they're trying to make all these changes for people who we don't want these things. And most of the developers are very they lean left a lot in terms of politics, which I don't care what you believe in, what politics you believe, but it used to be a center thing and people didn't really care. We just want to be entertained. I don't get why people don't understand that. Normal people just want to be entertained. I don't know. I remember when gaming we didn't need patches to fix a game. We didn't need content. All we need nowadays, people are like, oh, this game is just bad because it doesn't have content. Well, back then you didn't need content. The game was just good and it was fun. It was replayable. It was just, you know, it was fun. Oh, that's not good. But yeah, not in a good spot. And you know, there's a lot of talking points as people have already talked about. And, you know, it's been talked to death. There's all kind of YouTubers who've already do a better job of talking about these problems besides me. Yeah. Gaming used to more art than trying to be a message, you know? That's kind of lost. I mean, the art's still there, but and all the fun, you know, psychological things that question. Because there was a lot of games that question society in a very smart way. I mean, look at BioShock. The idea of, like, what would I say? The idea of pushing capitalism to the max. It wasn't patronizing capitalism. Yes, there's some negative things about capitalism. But that game was talking about how far capitalism can go if people don't have human decency. People don't care about humans and their feelings and everything, you know? We're not machines. That's basically what would happen. That was a very intelligent way of showing what this ideology can do if it's taken the wrong way. Same thing with diversity. But it's happening in real life. The opposite. People don't want to make. It's not that we want. I don't know. I'm getting off topic, but yeah, video games. They used to have messages that made sense, you know, to the world. It didn't tell you that these things are bad. It just made you question society's decisions, you know, how we view each other. It used to make you think, you know. Nowadays, they don't care how you think. They just want you to be a sheep. And be a good little sheep. I don't know where I'm going with this, but it's not what it used to be. I mean, look at the Arkham series. Look what happened with Suicide Squad. In that game, when everybody didn't understand what made those games great. They tried to make a quick buck, and then other weird stuff that people don't talk about caused problems to the game. Is that the game, well, didn't play well, and then you had that other company, you know, Sweet Baby, in their ear consulting them on the story. And that game was a whole mess. No. Games have just gotten too big. That's another thing. They need to slow down.
Mission at 30 minutes remaining.
Like, slow down and just don't rush them. you know, and they take longer to make because graphical engines gotten better and the more detail they need. That's not so true. If you have the great art style, you don't really need a lot of graphics to make that game great. The reason why old games are so good is because their art style. Like Nintendo 64, that game is probably one of the most ugliest Nintendo games, but the art style is goofy and weird, and the game was just fun. You know, it was complete when it came out. Nowadays, people are waiting for patches, content, and stuff like that, DLCs. And we didn't have that. You know, I'm a Gen Z. I was born in 2001. I was lucky to be born in an area, time where I wasn't really exposed to the,
I'm out.
I don't know why he didn't die to that.
Deploying equipment package.
I wasn't exposed to the whole social media thing. And I play games like the Arkham series, and I understand what gamers really want. Like real gamers like me, normal people. We just want to be entertained. That's all. And these devs don't understand that at the time. And then they just don't want us to have fun, or they're trying to make the game into the game they want, even though they should be catering to what we want.
Orbital strike incoming.
And then they make a bunch of mistakes already. This development team just going back and forth for the updates, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That shit gets old. It gets old quick. I don't know. I just sound like a person that's complaining a lot, but I'm not really angry. I'm giving criticism, constructive, you know. Some of it may be biased to a certain extent. But it's the truth. These hires, these people are not getting hired for the right thing. They're getting hired because of this, that, and other. And it's a weird version of reverse racism where can't really explain it. Man, I'm really struggling killing that charger, and this is sad. But yeah, I can't really explain it. You know, if you like these games, that's fine. I'm not hating on you if you like these games. I just think you have bad taste. But yeah, it seems like it just gets worse every year. And that's what's happening. These companies are falling apart. It's the sad truth that nobody wants to hear.
Firing orbital barrage. Clear the area.
Oh, that's really all I want to talk about. We're in a bad place, and I think I've already talked about everything I wanted to. Hopefully a lot of people see this video, and you know, this topic's been talked to death by other content creators. I'm not really a content creator, I'm just a guy that's just on here speaking about how he feels. And I feel like gaming can go a better direction if they just listen to people who play their games. I don't think most of the devs play their games. I mean, look at Call of Duty. You can tell we're just beta testers. Half the time we are. It's a sad reality. I just miss the days where a game like Gears of War would come out, or like Left 4 Dead, you know, that boom, game's finished. Don't need to worry about the game is broken or not, you know. You didn't have a second chance.
Liberty returns. Locked and loaded.
We didn't have good internet when I was growing up. internet wasn't what it used to be. I remember my dad had to hardwire his PlayStation 2 just to play online on Final Fantasy. No, I remember that stuff, man. Like, that's back when internet was an infant. Right now, it's in a... I say internet right now it's in its young adult phase. I kill myself. But it really doesn't know what it wants to do.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
And it's like AI is coming to...
Point me to the enemy.
I don't really care about AI art. It doesn't affect me. I see it more as a tool that people could use. If you think it's wrong, that's your opinion, and you're entitled to it. I'm not gonna tell you that your opinion's wrong because, you know, you could have a take that makes sense to you. And why AI is bad, but yeah. It's just how you use AI. Anyways. Yeah. I just hope this game gets better. I don't know. I hope other games get better. I hope they find a solution so video games don't crash like they did back in the 80s. Which I know I wasn't there, so I don't have any references, but I heard it was pretty bad.
Firing orbital barrage. Clear the area.
I know I haven't been on YouTube that much, but hopefully I could make a career out of this, but highly doubt it. I won't be making video like this again. I just wanted to get this off my chest into the world. And, you know, people wonder why there's so many people that talk about these topics, you know?
Orbital strike incoming.
It's because, look at the reality, you know. I mean, I'm older than YouTube. And that says a lot. I can say that. A lot of us Gen Zs can say that. I'm old enough to remember MySpace was popular. I don't know. I'm old enough to remember watching the reruns of the animated series. There's also other media too that has this problem. And no one can capture lightning in the bottle because everyone's focused on their internal problems, and the eternal problems, you know, when the internal problems take over, it externally comes out, and so that's why most of the games is because of Deb's fault, because their eternal problems come out onto their games. People don't want to hear them standing on their soapbox telling us what to do. So yeah. I mean, if you can make it entertaining to a certain extent, like how Marvel did it with back in the day with the X-Men, you know, how people treated the mutants in the wrong way, make it interesting into the world's universe. Yeah, that's fun. There's a way to make political things, but as long as that political thing is within the game's political environment, which it makes sense to the story. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just a angry man yelling and asking questions of why, and I know the answers to these because, you know, Big Daddy Blackrock. But yeah, who cares? So, I'll see you later. Hopefully, I'll be making more content that's actually entertaining. And that's it. So, goodbye. And one thing I hope for is that games will get better for the consumers who won't. better games. Goodbye.